We spotted the fuel station from the end of the highway, its canopy stretched over for empty pump lanes, the faded logo barely visible against the sun-bleached metal roof. The station sat alone, surrounded by cracked asphalt and dry roadside brush. There was a small convenience store behind the pumps and a service garage attached to the side. Fuel stations are supposed to mean movement, a constant flow of vehicles and people. Seeing one abandoned like this, in the middle of an open road, just feels unnatural. We approached from the shoulder, using a line of abandoned cars and concrete barriers for cover. The wind carried the faint smell of old fuel and dust. Loose plastic signs tied to the pumps rattled with each gust. Open areas like this offer long sight lines, but almost no protection. Every step across the pavement felt exposed. We paused behind a concrete barrier to observe. The pump area was empty. The store windows were dark, the shelves inside barely visible through dusty glass. The service garage doors were half open, revealing a dark interior. Our instructions were to clear the station and the service structures behind it before moving on. We advanced carefully, keeping our angles on the building, the garage, and the roofline of the canopy. I took position near a pump column, using its metal frame for partial cover while watching the store entrance. The first shot came from the garage. It snapped past us and hit a pump housing, sending sparks across the concrete. We dropped instantly, using the pump's thick metal bases for cover while scanning the garage opening. I saw movement flash between tool racks and shadows inside. I leaned out and fired controlled bursts into the garage, forcing them to pull back. Then another shot cracked from above. A figure appeared briefly on the edge of the canopy roof, firing down before disappearing. The elevated angle forced us to split our attention between the garage and the canopy overhead. Radio calls were steady and direct. Hold pump cover. Watch canopy edges. Maintain spacing. I shifted between two pump columns, changing my angle while tracking movement on the roof. The canopy amplified every sound, each shot echoing across the metal roof and bouncing off the concrete. The exchange stretched on for minute bursts of fire, followed by tense silence. Then, the firing from the roof slowed and stopped. Moments later, we heard muffled sounds from up there, followed by sharp impacts from another direction. The garage resistance faded shortly after. One last burst snapped through the doorway. Then silence. We held our positions, scanning everything longer than necessary. When we finally cleared the garage and the store, everything looked ordinary again. Shelves stood empty, tool racks sat untouched. As we stepped back toward the highway, I glanced back. The canopy stretched across the station just as it had before, casting long shadows across the silent pump lanes. What stayed with me was how places built for constant movement feel so much heavier when they stand still. This place once marked quick stops and daily routines. Seeing it silent in the middle of nowhere made the emptiness feel larger than the space itself. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more content.